Classic Restos is proudly brought to you by Shannons Insurance, Penrite Oil, Hare and Forbes Machinery House, and Pace Farm Eggs. Hello and welcome to another regional episode of Classic Restos. But first, here is an opportunity for you to go and give some of your money to these people. It's thanks to Shannons. Ask about multi-policy discounts and sign up for the Shannons Club. Call 134646 for a quote and see more at shannons.com.au. For oils, coolants, additives and technical assistance, Oil Right, use Penrite. And Hare and Forbes has the range. Buy online at machineryhouse.com.au. Oh, this is so good. I return once again to Junee. It's a gorgeous little country town in the Riverina of New South Wales. Welcome to the 2016 Junee Swap Meet Show and Shine, and it's put on by the great folk of the Junee Motor Club. Now, before I start banging on about the swap meet, let's first of all have a little look at this town, Junee. This town would be one of the nicest, well-kept towns you would ever visit. Nice to see no commercialism, to the likes of Macca's, Hungry Jack's and KFC. If you want a hamburger, you go down to the fish shop to get one, like in the old days. Junee is a railway town and home to around 4,500 people that are unseemingly bound by stress because it's just so quiet and nice here. Junee is located 440 kilometres southwest of Sydney and 320 metres above sea level for those in a boat. The huge Junee Railway Roundhouse and Museum, along with the railway station, dominates the centre of town. Junee is like no other town in Australia. It is unusual in the way it sits on both sides of the railway line. So if you're into trains, you should buy some real estate here. I guess I fall in love with these country towns and what they offer in their own way. The charming old-fashioned ambience produced by wide verandas, the lampposts, hitching rings, old-style buildings and elegant streets. Today, the decline of the railway has left it as a remnant of the 1870s. But hey, why not get in your car and drive to the bush? You'll be glad that you did. Find out more at youmeandjunee.com.au. Alrighty then, a little on the town. Now it's time to go and find some treasure at the swap meet, and we may even see some classic cars as well. Here at the swap meet, we've got David. Hello, David.
How are we? Fletch, how are we going?
Good, mate. As they say, one bloke's junk's another bloke's treasure. What do you got going on here today?
Selling some stuff. Mm-hmm. Pretty good stuff.
Good stuff?
Yeah.
Tell us some of your junk.
Selling some lights, trailers, bits and pieces, everything else, and everything, other stuff.
Mate, you got some Speedos going on over there?
Yeah, pretty good stuff.
Tell us what Speedos you've got going on there.
Speedos. Oh, plenty of other stuff too, really. Yeah, that's about all.
There's nothing like a guy that knows what inventory he has.
Yep. Yeah, that's about all I know of.
Some interviews with people, it's like extracting teeth.
Yes, that's for sure. They are.
Yes, they are. But Dave, it wouldn't be the same without you here today. You've got some extensive stuff. I mean, you've got some washer bottles going on over the ground.
Yeah, washer bottles, yeah. And some
grills. Got some grills stacked up.
Grills here and...
Yep. I mean, you've got...
water bottles.
You've got 3 levels of grills there stacked up. That's pretty cool.
Yep, they are. They're HT, HG, HK.
You expecting a rush on those today?
No, we try to sell them, but we maybe not.
Yeah. Tail lights over there, what are they off?
XF, ELs, EAs.
HZ.
HZs. And, what else? XA, XB.
Yep.
Yeah, that's about all I can say. Yep.
All right, Dave, I want you to have fun here today.
Yep.
You're jumping out of your skin with your swap meet, and look, I want everything to go well for you. I hope you sell lots of stuff.
Yep, we're hoping so too. It'll be a good swap meet for a good day to do and everything else.
Good on you, mate. He's a great bloke. Thanks, Dave.
Thanks, Fletch.
Good on you, mate.
Yep.
Geez, mate, you wouldn't want to sit down on that. Moving through the 2016 Junee Swap Meet, it's time for Robin. How are you today?
Good, Fletch.
That's the way, mate. Now, going the knuckle takes on a whole new meaning. We've got something special here. 1946 Harley Davidson. Is it for sale?
No. Like to, but couldn't do it. Yeah, it's too much of a vehicle that I like.
You've got some emotional attachment there, Robin?
Yeah, fair bit. Wanted one ever since I was about 17.
Mate, this emotional attachment has to come from somewhere. Wanting it since 17. What can you tell us about this particular bike?
Oh, this bike I got about 7 years ago, I think. It's had a fair bit of work done on it here and there and quite a few road miles.
Geez, Robin, it's cool. I mean, it's had some stuff done to it, but overall original?
Mostly. Some stuff's like there's a bit of earlier engine barrels on it, aftermarket headlight, a few things like that, which are hard to get, and probably a bit expensive,
Mate, the saddlebags on the back, I mean, I love the exhaust pipes as well, the way they wrap around and kick out at the back. Gee, everything about it's so neat.
Yeah, they're a bit of a copy of accessory item they had in the 40s, late 40s, yeah. But not an original, of course, but just a copy.
Who cares? It looks good. Hey, Robin, that's a big seat you got going on there, mate. You take a couple of passengers with you or what? No. Just have it for the look part, I took the foot pegs off it. Yeah. Comfortable old girl to ride?
Yeah, not too bad. The roads at times can be a bit potholy, a bit of an improvement there and make it real good.
Aren't these things like the cars of the era when you look down the side profile? I mean, they're long, they're low, they just look so good. Not that some of the cars are low, but just the sleekness and I guess the styling and the shape, the workmanship that went into these things.
Yeah, well, probably in the 30s they did bring them into a lower style. It was something from the earlier days where it was real sit up straight. Yeah.
So these bikes, police bikes used in the military, I mean, Harley Davidson right across the board, a very versatile brand, weren't they?
Oh, yeah. This is actually a civilian bike, the first after the war, was sold into Germany apparently originally. Yeah.
What size is the engine there, Robin?
Well, originally it was 1,000 cc's, but because of the way mechanical parts are, we've increased it to 1,200, because that's just the way things are. You've got to have these bits.
You do, mate. I mean, you got to up the ante, don't you?
Oh, yeah, we do, yeah.
All right. Okay, it's keeping this bloke young. Good on you, Robin. Thank you for sharing this 46 knuckle with us, mate. It's a beautiful bike.
Right, thank you very much. Thanks, Fletch.
How good is this? You're watching the 2016 Junee Swap Meet Show and Shine, and you're seeing it first on Classic Restos. Stay in your favourite chair. I'll be back with more right after this. If you need a new piece of equipment for your workshop, you need Hare and Forbes Machinery House. Hare and Forbes Machinery House have showrooms around Australia and New Zealand that will have you browsing for hours. See the largest range of industrial and workshop DIY tools. You will be greeted by friendly, helpful staff, and you can buy from anywhere online at machineryhouse.com.au. Hare and Forbes Machinery House. Find your closest store at machineryhouse.com.au.
I spend a lot of time out here. The RT Charger's the real deal. An E49. Remember A-Charger? I've always got projects on the go, so Shannons' laid-up cover helps protect my restorations. I'm Mopar through and through. It's a passion Shannons understands. I wouldn't insure my cars and bikes with anyone else.
Shannons, insurance for motoring enthusiasts. Call 13 46 46 for a quote.
Penrite, Australian-made, family-owned and operated. Make premium quality engine and racing oils, warranty-approved coolants, automatic transmission and manual gear oils, a complete range of engine and fuel additives, heavy-duty and industrial products, for every application. Visit penriteoil.com for more information. Penrite, Australian made for Australian conditions since 1926.
You know, being at the swap meet is about the characters that you meet. We've got more crap on the ground now. How you doing, Ash?
Yeah, good mate, Fletch. We're taking it easy here today. It's beautiful weather.
Yeah.
And got a lot of good people coming through here today.
Absolutely. You're not working too hard, Ash?
No, mate. I try and take it easy these days.
Good for you, mate. Now, what do you got on the ground? What's going on here?
I've got a few HQ parts and HZ parts, a couple of VR Ute parts here.
Those springs over there, what are they out of, mate?
I got HQ to WB 1 tonne springs there on the ground, and got a HQ bonnet. And got some VR Maloo HSV rims.
Yeah.
Got plenty of parts here for your utes. Or
You got a heater box. You got a heater box over there on the ground as well.
Yeah, got heater box, mate. We cover everything from the outside to the underneath to the inside.
You got the ground covered too, haven't you, Ash?
I try to. Try and make everyone happy, mate. Try and have a bit of everything for everyone.
How long have you been coming here to Junee, Ash?
I've been coming here 3 years now. It's been living here for 3 years, so I've been coming here ever since I've been here.
Yeah.
And no, she's a great little town.
Coming to these regional areas, it is great. The people are fantastic. And these swap meets, you just don't know what you're going to see. I mean, stuff gets pulled from sheds in the barns. It is a real mystery bag, isn't it?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of treasures in here, mate, that you just wouldn't realise they were here. But you'll soon find what you want. There's
Good on you,
plenty
mate.
of it.
Well, look, I tell you what, it's a restorer's dream. You've got to get to a swap meet. And, mate, you have fun here today, selling your bits and pieces. I hope you have a good day.
Yep, I'm going to enjoy it. This weather is beautiful. It's always nice here this time of year.
Righto, Ash, great catching up with you, mate. Make sure you clean up all your junk before you leave here today.
Yeah, Fletch, got to take the rust with me, mate. And, keep it nice and tidy for next year.
With me now I have James, the General Manager of Junee Shire Council. How you doing, James?
Morning, Fletch. Very well. Nice morning, isn't it?
Absolutely. Thanks for taking Sunday out to come to the swap meet.
It's a nice day. There's a lot of nice hot rods behind and a lot of hard work going into all of these cars.
Isn't it amazing, events such as this, there's no such thing as a sleepy country town.
Rural communities are terrific, aren't they?
Absolutely. You know, the thing is too about this swap meet, not only is it parts, but it's bric-a-brac as well. It's automotive stuff, it's books, it's glassware, it's clothing, and then down the other side of the paddock, well, we've got our classic cars thrown in as a bit of a bonus as well.
Correct. And don't forget there's stuff for the kids as well. There's a lot of jumping castles and face painting going on, so the families enjoy themselves on a Sunday morning.
Just tell us quickly, James, considering the region and what it has to offer, what's going on at the moment?
There's plenty going on. There's a lot of event sort of based activity in the Riverina. We're fortunate in Junee to have the Licorice and Chocolate Factory, the Roundhouse and Monte Cristo Haunted House. So we think we've got trains, ghosts and chocolate covered.
What a spectrum. So have you got a car that's passionate to you?
Just over the back here there's an F100 that I'm really quite partial to. It hasn't been done up yet, but I could see myself driving around that with the window down at 80k an hour, just soaking up the atmosphere.
See, it's not every day of the week you get to meet the general manager of a local council that's a bit of a gearhead as well. That's a bit of a bonus in my eyes, James.
Terrific. Yes.
Good on you, mate. Thank you very much for your time. Nice meeting you.
Thanks, Fletch.
And taking time out, as I said earlier, to turn up basically to your own swap meet.
Thanks, and please come to Junee and have a look next year. It's a terrific spot to visit.
When it comes to paint jobs, how good is this? Bill?
It is absolutely perfect.
Well, of course you're going to say that, aren't you?
Yeah, why not? And
Bill-
you think it looks good too.
Bill, 1977 CL?
78 as far
70
as I know.
There you go. Fletcher was a year out to 78 CL. Bill, this is a real credit to you.
It is a real credit for the person that done it. I bought it like this down at Chrysler on the Murray.
Yeah. What a great event that is, eh?
It is over 720 odd cars there this year on Sunday.
Yes. To Rod Taylor and the Albury-Wodonga Chrysler Club, the largest outdoor Chrysler event in Australia. And boy, I think just about every Chrysler product made turns up for that weekend.
That is correct.
Okay, Bill, so where do Valiants go back with you?
Well, back to probably the red Charger that I bought probably about 5 or 6 years ago. It's a red Charger with a sportsman model, and it had a V8 in it, and I just liked it, and just seen this one at Chrysler on the Murray, and I finished up and bought it.
Great. Well, how about you start telling us about this one? Now, first of all, what's the colour?
I don't know. It's a Ford colour. He didn't tell me exactly what colour it was, but it is a Ford colour.
Doesn't matter. Beautiful. Now, the ute itself, I mean, typically two commercial vehicles, you know, the old story, how messed around they were in terms of being damaged and bashed around in their trades.
Correct.
To get a ute like this now in 2016, I just reckon is just cool all day long.
It is very, very hard to find one because most of them, if you look down along the side, you see little ripples and dipples, and where it's been knocked out, this thing is, as far as I can see, is almost perfect.
Now, Bill, they're a styly ute, aren't they? I mean, around the back of the rear quarters, they've just got a real nice stance about them, don't they?
Yep, they have a very nice looking front on them as well, and the back looks good, and the inside is perfect.
I tell you what, the winners are grinners who are owning these vehicles of today. There's no doubt about that. We look inside. The interior is nice as well, Bill.
It sure is. It's been well done. Very, very well done. With the bucket seats and the little armrest in the middle and the carpet and the back inside the back is absolutely perfect.
How does it drive as a car?
It goes like a rocket. It goes good. You've got factory an air conditioner, which is the factory fitted one underneath the dash, and it's still got the a brand new compressor under the bonnet.
Of course, we're running a 265.
I'm not dead sure what it is, but someone said that's what it is.
There you go. Doesn't matter. If it's a 245 and it just goes really well, that's the way it is.
Yep, automatic. Got a nice little note to it. And
I've got to actually say, speaking of 245s, what a great six they were. I mean, have driven many Hemi 245s in Valiants, and they go really, really well for what they are. They're a great engine.
Yep, lovely. I love the thing. It's perfect. That's why I bought it.
Good for you. Now, just tell us, before we let you go, Bill, when you were a young bloke, when you think back, what was your fondest memory of a Valiant?
The first car that I ever had that had a Chrysler thing on it was a Simcar Vedette, which I wished I still had, but I haven't got it no more, and end of story.
Remember the R and the S models when they came out?
Yeah, I can remember those ones. They were beautiful. But anyway,
What was it like? What was it like back then? Back in those times when those cars were brand new?
they were lovely cars to drive. Everyone used to look at you when you could afford one of those new cars in those days.
Yeah. Well, I think it's awesome, Bill. For a gentleman at your stage in life to be getting around in such a hot-looking ute, I mean, really, this is something. It really is. And as I said earlier, Bill, it is a credit to you for owning it, driving it and preserving it, and helping to keep you young as well.
I hope so, yeah. Many years to come, I've still got left, I hope.
Oh, for sure, mate, for sure. Right, Bill, let you go. I'll listen before you go, mate.
Yep.
Something I've got to tell you.
What's that?
You've left your sockets on your rocker cover bolts.
Yeah, they're still on there.
Yeah. Have you ever considered travelling to the United States of America? Do you love your classic Americana? Well, then if you do, you'll adore this.
There is nothing quite like a Fletch tour. Carlisle or Ford Nationals, GM Nationals and Chrysler Nationals await you.
On a Fletch tour, you don't have to worry about a thing.
I can't believe how good it's been.
Experience Route 66.
We're definitely coming back to do Route 66.
Or choose the Detroit tour, attending the Woodward Dream Cruise.
On a Fletch tour, every day just gets better and better. You've got to do something in your life, you've got to do a Fletch tour.
There are 5 Fletch tours. See fletchtours.com or contact All Things Travel, Lara.
In 1926, Australia's Penrite Oil Company was established. Almost 90 years of research, development and refining under the harsh Australian conditions has made Penrite Oil what it is today. Precision, performance, reliability and protection. Championship winning products. Trust Penrite.
We've always had a few cars. They're all special. The T-Bird.
Oh, that's mine.
The Combi for when we want to get away. The XR8.
It's going to be a classic.
They're all insured with Shannons,
We've also got Shannons Home and Contents cover,
which helps protect our automotive collectibles, tools and memorabilia in the home and garage. If you're motoring enthusiasts like us, it's got to be
Shannons.
Shannons, insurance for motoring enthusiasts. Call 13 46 46 for a quote.
If you need a new piece of equipment for your workshop, you need Hare and Forbes Machinery House. From a garage jack through to a lathe, Hare and Forbes has the range. And Hare & Forbes Machinery House are Australian owned, established since 1930. You will be greeted by friendly, helpful staff, and you can buy from anywhere online at machineryhouse.com.au. Hare & Forbes Machinery House. Find your closest store at machineryhouse.com.au. It's not every day of the week you get to interview a guy with a Holden who's game enough to wear a Ford shirt. How you going, Ron?
Yeah, pretty good, Fletch. Yeah.
That's the way, mate. Now, this EH here, 64 EH Holden, custom car. Now, this goes back with you quite a way, doesn't it?
Yeah, about 25 years I've had this, yep.
Well, I think it's amazing because when I saw it here today, I thought it just got out of the panel shop. I mean, it looks so recent.
Yeah, it's had 2 resprays, probably the last one about 5-6 years ago. Yeah. Yeah, it's run the VL Commodore motor in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just about to ask you now to run us through some of the subtle changes that you've done to the car. I guess the giveaway, first of all, when I looked at the dash cluster and saw the VL Speedo, so then you've got the 3-litre Nissan engine up front as well.
Yeah, that's right. I needed a Speedo to get input from the ECU to get the speed so it can calculate fuel and all that sort of ECU stuff. Yep.
Good on you, mate. You've done a good job. It is neat. It looks really, really good. Now, I'd need to ask you, much of a job fitting the Nissan engine up front? Tell us about that.
Yeah, it was a bit of a hassle. The sump was hung over the wrong way of the front cross member. I had to reverse the sump so it hangs over the back. New engine mounts. And it's running a Celica 5-speed gearbox and a Ford diff. Only a Borg Warner diff.
That's why, hence the shirt, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, I got to be a Ford because my name's Ron Ford, isn't it?
I think it's good with what you've done here. I mean, the 3-litre Nissan engine was a superb little engine, and grouping it there with the 5-speed as well, you got best of both worlds. You've got something that's revvy, you've got an overdrive out on the freeway, and it's inside this classy car. And I mean, we have quite a few EH Holdens on Classic Restos. The reason for that is there's still quite a few EHs getting around, which is nice to see.
Yeah, they're very sought after car now. They're holding their value pretty well. The beauty of the VL motor is you can just turn the key and she starts first kick virtually. Yeah. Different to the old carburettor type motor.
Now, tell me, Ron, how long did you have the EH4 before you did the Nissan conversion?
It was only 3 or 4 years, actually. I was probably one of the first to go a late model motor in an early model car. Yeah. That's why it was in Street Machine in 98.
Yeah, we've got a magazine shot up on screen now. Made it to the magazine quite some time ago. You've redone your upholstery since then by the seams.
Yeah, I've redone the upholstery, yep. Yeah.
Now, back in the day, deciding the engine conversion, was it thrashing around in your mind, oh, do I take out the original 179 or not?
Yeah, well, the 179 needed work done to it. So I was looking around for sort of a late model EFI motor to fit in. Yep. And the VLs were a pretty good motor. Oh, they last for 400,000 or 500,000 k's. Yep. Yeah.
Have you still got the original 179 for it?
No, I sold her off. Yeah. Yep.
That's what we do at the time, don't we? We take these engines out, we put a V8 in or whatever we decide to do, and the old original engines, well, a lot of them used to get sold off. The interior of the car, it just invites you in to want to sit in it and go somewhere. It looks superb.
Yeah, they're Mazda 6 seats in it. Yeah, I've had them reupholstered. Yeah, I've had it fully engineered, so everything's up to scratch with it.
Looking at the outside of the car, it's standard all day long, just with that superb paint job, which makes the car really look fantastic. You've got some nice wheels on there just to top it off as well.
Yep, yeah. The paint's an old Ford colour, 1967 Ford, Zircon Green it's called. Yeah,
the XR-XT GT colour, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Good on you. Well, there you go. There's an EH with a bit of a difference. He's got a superb paint job, an incredible interior, a great engine, and it was done so long ago.
All done by myself.
And all done by you.
Well, the upholstery was the only thing I never had done.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Good on you, Ron.
Yeah. Okay.
But you did it back when you were a young bloke, and you still are a young bloke.
Yeah, I don't know about that so much.
Yeah, I just think it's really cool that you've kept the car as well. We keep a car for a long time and we sell them off, but you've kept this, and that's nice as well.
Yeah, I'll never sell this one. No.
Good on you.
Yeah. Okay.
Good on you, Ron.
Right, thanks, Fletch.
You're welcome. I wonder what this guy's favourite band is. The Reels? Maybe his name is Rod. Better be careful. He might string you a line. You'll be hooked. Well, there you go. There is just some of the 2016 Junee Swap Meet Show and Shine, and it's put on by the great folk of the Junee Motor Club. And you've seen it first on Classic Restos. In the meantime, classicrestos.com.au is the website that you need for the DVD boxed sets of the show, Classic Restos merchandise, contact information on joining us on a Fletch tour, and of course the major sponsors as well. In the meantime, no matter where you're watching Classic Restos from, until next week, please ride and drive safe. I'm Fletch, and I thank you very much for watching. You can like and follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/ClassicRestosTV and watch catch-up episodes at shannons.com.au. Classic Restos is proudly brought to you by Shannons Insurance, Penrite Oil, Hare and Forbes Machinery House, and Pace Farm Eggs.